Blatter has given a defiant speech at FIFA's Congress in Zurich ahead of the presidential elections, which are to be held tonight, New Zealand time. There was no resignation, no postponement of the vote, no apology, nothing of the word sorry.
I know many people hold me ultimately responsible for the actions and reputation of the global football community. We, or I, cannot monitor everyone all of the time. If people want to do wrong, they will also try to hide it. But it must fall to me to bear the responsibility for the reputation and well-being of our organization and to find a way forward to fix things.
Responsibility, Sepp. I suppose that's what we're looking for in your actions. So are the elections still likely to take place as planned in just a few hours' time? We're joined now from Zurich by sports reporter from the Associated Press, Rob Harris. Rob, thanks for your time this morning. You were in Zurich at the time that the arrests were made. In fact, you received a tip-off, didn't you?
Well, no, I heard that these arrests were starting to unfold. The operation was underway at the hotel in the centre of Zurich, and I raced down there, and by the time I got to the hotel, at the back of the hotel, there were half-hearted attempts to hold up sheets as shields, and then saw one of the football officials being taken out into an unmarked car and taken away for questioning.
In fact, a lot of people now, as you described that, will recognise the pictures of that happening, which were pictures that you took and have gone global. What was the attitude amongst other sports reporters, amongst other members of FIFA at the time, right there at the hotel?
I suppose some of the feeling was history repeating itself. We were, although not on an extreme level like this, it's only 4 years ago we were all here in Zurich when another bribery scandal was engulfing FIFA, that time involving the presidential election and Mohammed bin Hammam. But this is far more serious, and I think we realise that, you know, we're living through one of the deepest crises in the 111-year history of FIFA, where the investigation has come right to the door of FIFA. We're standing here outside FIFA headquarters on the outskirts of Zurich, and the police actually came here to seize data, to seize documents as part of an investigation. And the fact we've got two investigations going on, one by the Swiss authorities into the 2018 and 2022 World Cup bids, the other by the US into various sort of corrupt practices in payments over the years in that part of the world. Yep,
with huge, I mean, tens upon tens of millions of dollars involved. We've all heard extraordinarily Sepp Blatter's speech to the Congress there. It is clear he is not going to step down. It is clear he is not going to withdraw from the presidential vote. Is it definite at this stage, Rob, that the vote will go ahead?
Unless there was some unknown quantity still to emerge, there seems very little that can stop the vote going ahead, and indeed probably Sepp Blatter winning. The intrigue will be really how many votes does Prince Ali of Jordan gain? Can he really push Sepp Blatter to show that the world of football isn't completely behind Blatter and wanting to prolong his 17-year reign? But it seems implausible unless, as I say, something that we don't know unfolds. It was Michel Platini, the UEFA president, who went to see Sepp Blatter on Thursday morning and said, "Go now, you've got to go for the sake of football." And Blatter's response was merely, "Well, it's too late for him to go. It was so close to the election." And it's UEFA, the European leaders, who are leading that opposition.
All right, Rob, we know the accusations that have been levelled in these most recent cases. We know that we've suspected corruption for years and years. The Americans are saying that this goes back decades. We are about to host, it starts in a few hours' time, the Under-20 World Cup here in New Zealand. Should we be wondering whether or not some of our officials have been involved in shonky dealing?
Well, I suppose what the tournament does highlight, and I have obviously read the officials saying down there that it's unaffected by the scandal brewing here. What it does remind us is the fact there is a whole world to FIFA away from the world of politics, the actual games that take place, the players who are the lifeblood of the game. Obviously, it's not for me to question how New Zealand won that particular bid, but it shows just how big the world of FIFA and football is. There are tournaments everywhere people want. Not only the main World Cup, but there are the youth tournaments that are coveted for countries like yourselves. And there is nothing that can really challenge football for supremacy in world sport.
Rob, thank you so much for joining us. Rob Harris, sports reporter, coming to us from Zurich there. He was responsible for some of the amazing photos as those guys were smuggled out.